It is a Bound for Glory Series matchup headed your way this week on Xplosion. Get ready. The points are on the line as we get closer to the main event of Bound for Glory.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is a Bound for Glory Series match. Introducing first from the City of Angels, one half of the Tag Team Champions, Christopher Daniels.
Wow, what a treat this match is going to be. I'll tell you what, Pat Kenny, the minute that we announced that Bound for Glory Series matches would take place every week here on Xplosion, it's been non-stop action. And this match, no exception this week. Christopher Daniels, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, about to do battle and get ready for his opponent.
And his opponent, from the Isle of Samoa, the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe!
And what an opponent for Christopher Daniels. I dare say one of his greatest opponents. If history is any indication, these two bring out the best in one another.
My question is simple, JB. When are you going to give me my just due and give me the proper credit I deserve for bringing the Bound for Glory Series here to Xplosion? Because before I was here, nothing was happening on the show.
Are you kidding me? Nothing was happening on the show. And with all due respect, it's been a great addition to the program. Whether or not you had anything to do with it, I'd like to credit Hulk Hogan.
JB, you know what I got? I got a thing called street cred. Or as they say on the street, I got Strizzo with the big guy. That's why it's here on Xplosion. Wow, look at this. Love it. Love it. Northbound train, southbound train on the same track. What happens when they meet in the middle, JB?
What are you drinking? Good Lord. All right, let's move back to the action. How about Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels? These two bring out the best in one another. I'm telling you, history going back. These two both started out in California and have really become worldwide names in professional wrestling over their careers. And obviously, when you take a look at the clean break here from Samoa Joe. No! I love it. I love it. When you take a look at the vastly different career paths these two have chosen, the biggest accomplishment right now in their careers could be getting that main event spot at Bound for Glory.
Well, you know, as I've said a million times, JB, at the end of the Bound for Glory Series is the pot of gold in the form of the World Heavyweight Championship. And when that's on the line, just like Christopher Daniels showed about 30 seconds ago, you win at all costs.
Samoa Joe, big freight train coming in, big right uppercut, and when you're delivering it like Samoa Joe, when you have the size, the strength, and the agility,
that'll stop you. So will that. Boy, Joe, he's just a freak of nature. You look at him, he's a big guy, he's a quick guy, he's agile. Look at that. Look at that.
I dare anyone come up with another person in this industry that moves like Samoa Joe that is that size. He's just really unprecedented. Look out, here comes Christopher Daniels. Boom.
And haven't I said from day one that he has been my favorite for the Bound for Glory Series?
Well, obviously a points leader, and obviously what we've seen over the last several weeks with James Storm, with Kurt Angle, Jeff Hardy in contention, it's really anyone's Bound for Glory Series to win at this point, especially with Hardcore Justice just around the corner and 3 matches with 20 points each on the line.
You know, but I got to say this about Christopher Daniels, because I've been singing his praises for weeks here. I like the guy, and most of all, you know what I like? I like the way he gets in your head, like he's doing to AJ Styles right now. Because he's brought AJ out as what he is, which is a scumbag, you know.
In your opinion?
Well, come on, everyone knows that, JB. Stop sticking up for the guy. Call it like you see it.
Joe goes in for another big freight train and misses. Christopher Daniels connects with a big boot to the shoulder. We have to take a break. If this match happens to end during our commercial break, we got the cameras rolling, we got the tape rolling, we're going to show you everything. This match continues when we return. Samoa Joe versus Christopher Daniels on Xplosion. Samoa Joe throwing some rights. Christopher Daniels kicking and punching his way back, and this match has been back and forth since the get-go.
Like I've been saying, I love Christopher Daniels. He's been one of my favorites since the get-go. I like him in the Bound for Glory Series. There's my winner, Christopher Daniels. Like I've been saying from the beginning, JB.
Samoa Joe with the points right now to back up a pretty Good standing in the Bound for Glory series. And those right hands again from Daniels, or from Joe rather, to Daniels. And, you know, one thing you can say about Samoa Joe and Christopher Daniels, great battles over the years. We've seen some incredible main events of pay-per-views.
Wow, cover. Could get a victory. No. Thought he might have had him. Epic battles, JB. Epic. What they have done here since they both hit the scene. Epic. But look what Christopher Daniels is doing. He's taking the size advantage away from Samoa Joe, taking him down onto the mat. He's leaning on him, leaning on JB like I'm doing to you right now. Leaning on him. He's taken away the #1 thing that Samoa Joe has used against him to date, and that's the size advantage. Christopher Daniels is a very intelligent human being. A lot more smarter than Samoa Joe. A lot more smarter than you. Not as smart as me, but, you know.
Great roll-up by Joe. Wow. And interesting to note, Samoan submission machine. Samoa Joe looking to get a submission win. That means 10 points.
Christopher Daniels knows some submissions.
Sure, Coquina clutch. He's got a number of great submissions in his arsenal.
Don't let Joe get rolling. Cover. 7 points. Nope. Not today, JB. Not today. Look at Daniels. Look, you see what Daniels does right there? See what he did? You didn't see it.
Of course I saw it.
Because you've never been a wrestler. That's why you haven't been in the ring. You haven't, you know, pounded a little flesh. Cracked a little chin, broken a bone or two, separated a shoulder. Look at Daniels stopping him in his tracks. You know what that's called right there? An equalizer. Oh, boy. So was that.
It's called an equalizer as well. Look at that great suplex by
7
Samoa Joe.
points.
Here's the cover, 2.
Oh, look at the intelligence level of Christopher Daniels. Always knows where he's at. Stops the count, stops the momentum, gets his breath, recuperates a little bit.
Ring awareness, so
like
important as a veteran, no question about it. And as he continues to put the hurt on Christopher Daniels, Joe now looks to the crowd and has some confidence.
No, but you know, I got to question that because right now Joe is clearly has momentum, and he may have just slowed up a second. That may open a trap door for Christopher Daniels. But this couldn't be good if you're Christopher Daniels. You got to get off the top rope. You know what's coming next. Oh, crafty.
Went for the muscle buster, but
oh,
look at this.
That's not good. 10 points, JB. 10 points right here.
If Joe is able to secure this.
I don't know if he can get through the ropes. Look at that. That'll stop you. That'll stop you. Oh, that'll stop you too. You ever been kicked in the back of the head, JB? Doesn't feel good. Oh!
What a power slam. Samoa Joe the cover.
He got him! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Just like I said from the beginning, JB, there's my favorite Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe gets the points.
Samoa Joe!
7 points. Chalk him up for Samoa Joe, the Bound for Glory series victorious over Christopher Daniels.
JB, he's starting to separate himself from the back, and like I said from the outset, there's my favorite. Look at him.